We all love those days when everything comes easily. The real test comes when the breaks don't go your way, your confidence takes a hit, and success feels a whole lot harder to find. Let's have ourselves a pocket sized pep talk, and I'll show you why your greatest victories may have less to do with being at your best and more to do with what happens when you're willing to keep grinding.
A Pocket Sized Pep Talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
Athletes will often talk about performing at a high level, but on certain occasions, they will comment that performing at that high level was effortless. When golfers are putting, they'll say things like, "The cup looked as big as a bucket," or they'll sum up an especially good day on the course as, "Every shot, bounce, and break went my way. They were in a zone." Unfortunately, we can't sustain doing things in an effortless manner, and we can't always count on being in a zone. The opposite phenomena can occur. I'm referring to times when performing at a high level is anything but effortless. For golfers, you'll hear things like, "The cup looked as small as a postage stamp when putting." What's more, when every shot, bounce, and break does not go their way, golfers have a word that sums that up too. The word is grinding, and it has nothing to do with dancing. It has everything to do with a mental approach that produces results. Golfers may not be striking the ball exactly the way they'd wish. They may not hit a lot of fairways or avoid hazards or catch breaks, but they still manage to survive the rounds they're playing and produce acceptable scores. It's not pretty, it's not easy, and it's not a lot of fun, but it creates adequate results. Grinding is what you do when you don't have your A game. It has absolutely nothing to do with effort and more to do with circumstances. In golf, when you're referred to as a grinder, it's actually a compliment. It means you're a fighter and you don't give up and you're capable of bouncing back from adversity. You can try and look this word up in the dictionary, and if you do, you'll find a few different definitions, but not a definition for the way golfers use this word. It doesn't exist, but it should, because the act of grinding is important, and it's certainly not limited to golfers. In business, we often experience that same phenomena. There are times when performing at a high level is effortless. Prospects appear readily, conversations go smoothly, words appear naturally, and deals are closed easily. Of course, our actions, such as our commitment and drive, play a part. But quite simply, sometimes it's easier to achieve success than other times. I guess you could say we're in our own kind of zone then too. Now, the question still remains, how do you react when you're lacking your A game? Do you have the grit and determination to succeed in spite of it? These are the times when you have to grind. To do this effectively, consider these actions. 1. Fight off negative thoughts. It's easy to give into negative thoughts, throw your hands and mutter, "I'm just no good." It's amazing how often a lack of success has absolutely nothing to do with you. It often has to do with timing and politics, people, and so many more things that are not in your power to correct. No matter what the current situation may look like, grinders believe that the next shot will turn their game around. 2. Be patient with yourself. No one makes all their shots all the time. In business and in life, we naturally travel between peaks and valleys. When those valleys do occur, be patient and focus on your effort. Assuming those activities represent your best effort, results are sure to follow. And 3, check your processes. When a golfer is grinding, there's no secret that they're often struggling with the fundamentals of their swing. You'll see them talking with their caddy and working on analyzing their swing behaviors to separate bad fundamentals from bad luck. When we struggle, we need to do the same thing. The processes you put in place that support the things you do represent the fundamentals of your swing. You may not have a caddy, but you do have a support team made up of those who know you well. Enlist the help of those you trust for feedback and look over the processes that have made you successful. Hard work, circumstances, and a little luck will help you to achieve the goals you want to achieve. But when finding success becomes a challenge, stay positive, be patient, double check the methods you've used for success in the past, and above all else, keep grinding. It may not be pretty, but it works.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.